Welcome to another episode of Ultimate DIYer, and we are going to be working at the toolbox again in Lewisville, Texas with Aaron, who owns it. And today we are actually going to test out some impacts and some drills. We're going to first run out with this board. We have these bolts ran through and everything is torqued to the same amount. And we're going to test each one against it and kind of time it and see which one does the best. Aaron, can you tell us a little bit about your drills or your impacts that you got out here?
Yeah, they're all 1/4" hex impacts, premium brushless, and the main brands that we carry. You've got the stubby Dewalt Atomic, the 4th generation Milwaukee Fuel, and a Makita brushless here, HP series on the Ryobi, and Octane series on the Ridgid, my personal favorite. All of them are outfitted with 4-amp batteries to make it as even a match as possible.
Okay, my personal I usually use is Dewalt, but I do like Milwaukee. I have used Ridgid in the past. Like the Ridgid, the only problem I had with Ridgid is it was a little bit bigger and bulkier when I was carrying it up into attics.
You bounce off walls though.
Yep, that's very good. You know, the Ryobi has come a long way and it's gotten much better now than what it used to be. So I'm kind of starting to lean a little bit towards those two. I do believe the Makitas are a very smooth tool. So we'll see how they actually perform those. We're going to go ahead and start. And like I said, I will show you up above our shoulder here where we've actually torqued these all to the same one. I believe we set it at about 130, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going to do several tests. We're going to do this one first. We are also going to use the drills, the matching drills, and we're going to drill some big holes with a spider bit. We're also going to run some big lags into some wood to see how that would. This is a 6-inch lag, and this is a 6-inch structural screw. So we're going to do a bunch of that as well. And then we have a bunch of decking screws we're going to shoot in and just kind of see how quickly they screw into the actual substrate. So you want to go ahead and hit a few with those, and I can hit a couple. Or actually, I tell you what, the same person should probably do it.
Run through it.
Yeah, that way, and I'll let you do it if you want, but that way it's the same person and not a different technique.
Absolutely. All right. We will go with the Dewalt first.
1, 2, 3. Okay. 152. Okay, please write that down. Next will be Dewalt. Yep. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Dewalt really struggled. What was that?
3.41.
Write it down. 3.41. Surprised Dewalt struggled that much.
And this is the same foot as the XR model. It's just stubbier.
Yeah.
Cool thing about this guy, they make an anvil for it. You can get online for about $17. Converts it into a 3/8. Pretty easy to switch out.
All right, which one do you want to do here? This one or that one?
We'll go with this one.
All right, line it up. Okay, Dax, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was really fast.
2.1.
Yeah, I think it might have even been less than that because I think it was actually already off.
So what's that?
From 3 to 4 amp.
Which
Yeah,
model,
difference.
which brand was that?
Makita.
Makita. All right, let's try the Ridgid. I'm going to turn this so that you can get to it easier. Got it on there? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was super fast.
2.5.
2.5, and I think it was actually already off. We just stopped. So right now, I think your winners are between those two.
Which one was that? Which model?
Stubby.
Which brand was that?
Thing's got a little bend in it. That was Ridgid. Ridgid Octane.
All right. That would be any good.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right, so we line it up just like we did with the go. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty fast too.
1.8.
1.8. Wow. Actually, I think the cheapest of all of them might have been your winner,
Which
The
one
High
was cheaper?
Performance Series, Ryobi.
Ryobi.
That was 1.8, the fastest one was Milwaukee at 1.5.
Milwaukee was. Well, makes sense. I'm really surprised though that DeWalt didn't do better. Very strange. Actually, I tell you what, I want to try the DeWalt myself. It just seems like the DeWalt was bogging down, didn't even start.
On three, turn all the way up. Breakaway.
Okay. Dax, are you ready? We're going to do another one.
Okay.
On 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's just really it's struggling. Tell you what, do you have another DeWalt?
Yeah, I've got.
I'm gonna reset. We're gonna do a quick test on another DeWalt.
All over again.
Actually, let's do DeWalt against Milwaukee.
Okay.
So we'll set 2 of them.
Come on in, guys.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have a showdown. One of the problems we found with the DeWalt, which was a really interesting situation, there's a little sticker on the bottom of this that has the numbers that give you the gears. Well, somebody had put it on in reverse. So we were technically trying to take the bolt off or the nut off of the bolt in the low gear, the slow gear, not the fast one. So once we tried it, it seems to be pretty much exactly the same speed as the Milwaukee. But what we're going to do is, since it is very close, we're just going to do a showdown. We're not going to actually time it. We're both going to put our tools on, make sure we're in the reverse mode. They are set to the 130 torque, and we are going to, on the count of 3, we will see which one comes all the way off first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3.
That was pretty close.
Pretty evenly matched.
Yep. So it makes a big difference if the sticker's on the correct way, by the way. So we have got that one pretty much knocked out. And we are going to switch. We're going to go ahead and stick with the impacts for a minute. And we're going to move this board off of the table. So these are 6-inch lags, and we are going to try each one and just see how quickly. I'm not even really going to time this. We're just going to see if we struggle putting these in, because you're going to tell right away if we've got a struggle. So I'll start with the DeWalt, and I'll let you do yours. As a matter of fact, let me grab more of them. There we go. You can start with them. We'll just do them head to head if you want. These two, and then we'll do head to head on the other. So on 3, ready? 1, 2, and 3.
DeWalt is fired.
Well, we kind of have an interesting situation here, because Milwaukee beat the crap out of DeWalt, but DeWalt actually busted the hell out of the bit. It is now inside of it, and it does not want to come out. So I guess the
When
mechanic
good
guy
tools
over
go
here has
bad.
another tool to fix. So I guess our next one, we're going to be more with the wow, I have to admit that thing's got a lot of power. So let's try the Makita. See if I can get this out. Ooh, very hot. Okay. Let's get another lag out. We're going to try the Makita now. Okay, I'm gonna stop there on that one. It's pretty much the same as the DeWalt. So far, your winner. Let's try the Ridgid, and then we'll try the Ryobi. Start. Here we go with the Ridgid. Well, let's see here. What do we have? That's interesting. Is there something on the speed here going on?
That one's impact ready.
Okay. Let's try the, while he checks that, make sure there's something wrong on the settings. Let's go ahead and while he plays with that one, we're going to go ahead and try the Ryobi. I'm just going to go ahead and start, well, I'll start a fresh spot to top the order. Pretty much like the others, fairly smooth, but struggling. Still by far this one is outperforming. Is that one working or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the Ridgid do if it'll pick up there. Kind of pick up the slide. That's actually not bad. That's driving it in. You know, your three top ones, I would say by feel, I don't know about you, Aaron, but I would say number one, and it's kind of a toss-up between this and the Dewalt. The Dewalt, I wasn't necessarily fair because I think it snapped it off. It was twisting the metal.
Yep.
So I would kind of say, at this point, probably Milwaukee, Dewalt, Ridgid, or Ridgid could take the Dewalt's place. They're pretty close.
Well, personal preference, I prefer the more stubby ones where the anvil comes right off your trigger finger. That's one of the drawbacks of the Ridgid. The Dewalt and the Milwaukee are going to be the stubbiest.
Yes, well, this definitely has a much lighter feel than this. But it was amazing the power that came out of it. These are 6-inch construction screws that are, they actually replace a lag. These do not shear very easily. Worked very well. And when I say construction screw, these are basically a structural construction screw. Okay. Now we'll try Ryobi. Let Aaron try a couple of the others. We will. Ryobi is struggling a little on it, maybe because I'm close to a knot. I'm going to move that over and give it one more shot away from that knot. Better, but still struggling a little. Makita's got that out of these two. Let's try them. Ridgid pretty good.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's try it on the fuel. Hands down, I think that was the
Absolutely.
fuel. This is going to function. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. We'll drive it right next to the other. Start. So here we go. All right, well, it definitely drives it in, but I still think number one.
That's
I think-
somewhere between the Milwaukee and the Ridgid.
Yep. I think if I was rating it, it'd be this one, and the Ridgid. The Makita wasn't bad. It was pretty smooth, but you definitely had it. So we have number one. I would say number two, number three, number four, and number five. If I was rating them from what it felt to me, actually drive amazingly quick and powerful. All right, so we have those. All we're gonna do is drive a few screws, just get a feel for it and see how they feel, okay? All right, so these are deck screws, guys. We're gonna try to drive a few deck screws, see how quickly they drive in. Very quick. So basically, your Dewalt and Milwaukee are pretty much head and head on that. Let's try against, I'll let you do Ridgid and I'll do the Makita. And we'll give you a few screws here. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Definitely not as strong, I can tell. The
Same here.
goes in pretty smooth, but not. And the last one is just to go ahead and see what the Ridgid or the Ryobi does. Excuse me. I got Ridgid on the mind.
It's a good problem to have.
Yep. Now, this definitely drives them, but I'm having to push a lot harder. With those, I didn't push at all. So then again, we're back to the same thing. I believe 1, 2, pretty much neck and neck on that, and then 3. And then you are looking at 4 and 5, same thing as before. So we've got most of that done. What I would like to do now, one last test with the drill. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put out a bigger piece of 2x4, and we are going to use a spider bit. And see how hard it is for us to drive through with the spider bit. Now, I think I'm afraid it's gonna get your table. Do you want to hear? Let's do this. I'm gonna put this under it.
Yep.
That way we can kind of make sure we do not hit the
That's
table.
right.
Actually, let me see. That way we can see when it's all the way through.
Sir.
All right. So now we have got all of our drills back here. Let's do, we'll do it the same way. Put the 4 amp on it. You know what? I think to make this one fair, you want to go do all the drilling. That way, the one person is doing it, so you have the same technique.
Sure.
So what I would do first is probably here. I'll hold it, let you drill there, and then we can go to the wall. We'll kind of do it the same order we were earlier.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right.
Ready on 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just get through the top one and it should pull out. There you go.
Yep.
All right, so now, easy way to get this out. You push the button, and it should slide.
Oh, wow. Those are neat. Beats the heck out of using a screwdriver as a fulcrum.
Yeah.
Pop it out.
just like that.
It's a stubborn day.
How did that one feel? I know you had to push a little bit.
It's bogging down.
Pretty good size hole there. This one should be about 2.5 or 3 overall. Let's see the near the light, but I believe that's a 2.5, 2 1/4. Yep.
Whatever.
That's all right. Leave it. We know pretty much that's pretty much down
Right there
there.
at the bottom.
So how did it feel compared to Milwaukee?
A little bit easier to use. Didn't have to put as much pressure on it.
Okay.
This is the new, I believe it's XR. Yeah, this is the 3rd gen XR driver.
That's right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So that was pretty smooth. We did that, but now keep in mind, guys, we're not using hammer drills here. We are using just the regular drills.
You want to count?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking that is good. Now, to me, that looked like you struggled a lot more on that one. So,
We're still in the same order of superiority here.
yep, I do believe you're right. So our last one is the Ryobi. Let's see how that goes.
Gonna be the
Now,
XTD.
keep in mind, guys, not only are we not doing a hand drill, we are also doing it at high speed to see if it bogs down. You can go to a low speed a lot of times to get a little bit more torque if you're having trouble.
Yeah, I can get a set of those.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. All right.
All right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. You know, actually, I think that beat out the
Yep.
Makita. So that was kind of a change from everything else. So it looked like our ranking to me. Now, on the first 2, I think it's kind of a toss-up. I still think the Milwaukee has it a little bit, but it was very close. What did you think?
Close. I might differ with you.
Really? Did you think
Yeah,
DeWalt
I
was
felt
better?
a little difference in power.
All right,
A
so
little
let's
different
reverse
looking
it.
at
So we're going to say DeWalt was first, Milwaukee number 2,
Orange Beast.
number 3, and we do a switch on the end here as well this time. We are looking at Makita at the end, and the Ryobi moves up a notch.
Yep.
So the only thing I will suggest in the future, if you're doing these kind of things at home, the one thing we forgot, guys, we forgot to put on eye protection. We should have some eye protection on, but next time we will. But I do believe that's a pretty interesting situation because it's totally different than your impacts. I think they
Oh,
switch.
absolutely. Yep.
I happen to like DeWalt. What generally happens, guys, is you're going to go get a system like DeWalt, and you're going to get batteried up. You're going to get all your batteries for these DeWalt, so you're going to tend to get nothing but DeWalt. If you do that with a Milwaukee, you're going to get the batteries for that Milwaukee. Same thing, Ridgid or any of them, because generally they don't interchange. But with one caveat, there is a way to interchange them. They have little plates that you can use. That it's what do they call it?
Adapters.
Adapters. So you can put an adapter on and use all your DeWalt batteries and switch over to Milwaukee if you like.
And they're pretty cheap too. You
Yeah.
can get them on eBay under $30 usually.
Not bad at
somewhere
all.
around there.
Very good. I don't think you'll go wrong with any of these. You need to reach out to Aaron if you'd like to get you purchase a set of these.
Come see us.
Aaron, where are you located?
We are located in the Vista Mall in Lewisville, formerly Music City Mall, formerly Vista Ridge, ground floor near the Cinemark.
And what's the phone number they can reach you at if they're interested in any of the thousands of tools you have?
Be 469-618-0428.
Y'all, this is Aaron, the owner.
And what are your hours, Aaron? And
11 to 7 every day but Sunday, and 12 to 6 on Sunday.
work. Excellent. Well, guys, if you got anything out of today's video, be sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And when you do that, hit the little bell notification, because that bell notification button is going to let you know every time we have a new release. We're going to have an entire series here with Aaron, probably at least 2, maybe 3 a month right now. We'll see how it goes. If you guys have any ideas and our tools that you'd like to see and you'd like us to demonstrate, leave a comment, let us know. But we do appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Very appreciate it.
He's
going to do Milwaukee first. Ready? Got to start it.
Wait,
Okay.
Was that filming? I think we waited too long.
159.
It's off. Sound's off.
they keep having to come over here and turn it back
Can I
on.
reset this guy?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Ready?
All right, so we're going to set the timer. We're going to see what this does.
Wait. You're gonna have to put it back on and do it again. Y'all stopped, and I couldn't stop and clear it, so.
Okay. Camera's high enough? Because it seems like it's way down.
Yeah, it's high enough.
It's got our heads in it.
I cut yours off on purpose.
All right.
It's stuck, guys.
Like that. There goes Ridgid.
You're fired when tools turn bad.